You're scared of dying. But have you ever thought about how you might be even more afraid of living longer? That's deep, right? Isn't it wild to think that maybe fear of death is really just fear of living longer? When we talk about death, we're talking about something in the future, something that hasn't happened yet, something that we don't know when it's going to happen. So we make assumptions. We try to estimate when it might happen. It's always in the future. Death is always in the future. And so many of us live in fear of that. We're afraid of dying. But when we look at what we do in our lives, the choices we make, the things we put into our bodies, the things we don't put into our bodies, the way we treat our bodies, the way we move, the way we speak to people, the way we relate to people, the way we work, the way we play, all of those things are really about shortening our life. They're not about extending our life. They're about shortening our life. So if you're afraid of dying, take a moment to reflect on your life. Are there habits you have that might be cutting your time short, or you really don't want to miss out on life because of something you could have avoided? Like you have an unhealthy relationship with food, or you are in a toxic relationship, or you are constantly stressed out. You drink too much, or you smoke, or whatever it is that is speeding up the process of getting you to die. If you're aware of those things and you're still doing them, then you're consciously choosing to die. You're consciously choosing to cut your life short. The flip side of that is you also don't want to waste your life. So if you're in a job that doesn't fulfill you, if you're in a relationship that doesn't fulfill you, if you're eating foods that don't fulfill you, if you're constantly stressed out, and you can do something about it if you're overweight, and you can lose weight, if you're sick, and there's something you could do about it, those are things that are wasting your life. And so the question becomes, what am I doing to waste my life? What am I doing to cut my life short? Because if I stop doing those things, then I'm going to live longer. A lot of us have this fear of death, and so we grab onto things that make us feel safe. And one of the things that makes us feel safe is routine. Routine gives us this illusion of control. This is the problem with grief. When someone dies, they no longer have a routine. And so we think that we're honoring the dead by grieving, but really what we're doing is we're grieving the loss of routine. We're grieving the loss of the patterns that made us feel safe, and we can replace that pattern with another pattern. So instead of going to work, we start going to the gym. Instead of having a drink after work, we go for a walk. So we can find other patterns to replace those old patterns that give us the same sense of safety and security. So it's not really about the dead person. It's about the patterns that we lose when someone dies. And so what I'm suggesting to you today is to look at your life and see how long you are going to live and say, what am I doing to cut this short? Then look at your life and say, what am I doing that is wasting my life? And then stop doing those things. And then look at your life and ask yourself, how can I be more fully alive? How can I be more engaged in my life? How can I be more joyful in my life? How can I contribute more to the world? How can I be a better friend, a better lover, a better family member? How can I be a better version of myself? And then do more of that. If you are ready to learn how to live fully, subscribe and join this journey.